Hello, everybody. Welcome back here to High Button Sports as we get set for another game here on a beautiful Sunday, February 1st. January is in the rearview mirror, and we've got a matchup between the Flames and the Wolves here after a great game yesterday. Following it up, we'll see what today brings. Puck down the left side and quickly sent off into the bench. Face-off will be right here in front again. That one picked up and try to work that up the wall. Slow it up, Flames. Try to go for the left side as Cook puts some pressure on. Wolves working around the end boards. Pick up on that now, and a flying puck sent down low. And along the end boards, Flames regain possession of that. Trying to push it up ahead. McPherson surveys. She'll bring it in. Down low. Flames pick up, and that one gets worked down the right side. Wolves over to McPherson. McPherson, no one home there. Back over for Murray. Murray looking for a lane. Murray sent down the left side. Puck now down here in front. Into the end boards. Wolves survey once again. Pick up and run into their own player. Blackshore there. As now Wolves will change off. Flames pick it up and try to chip that up the wall. Brought back in though into the end boards. Wolves get to that puck first in the offensive end, but taken away now Lawrence for the Flames. Tried to get that to Dooland. Couldn't quite do it. Thomas brings it in. Thomas gets worked in on the boards, and that'll be a early penalty here for body contact. Is that one pretty easy to call? Pardon me. Face-off will be to the left here. And an early opportunity. Puck. Back to the line. Wolves. Cross-ice pass there to Thomas. Stevenson in front and steered to the corner. Back down low, goes under a few sticks. McNeil worked across the blue line. Back to McNeil. DDD pass to Pino as they retreat, and will now try to move that into the offensive zone. Minute 29 to go on the power play. Webster there on the right side. Webster taking a long way around. Over to McPherson. McPherson picks up on it. Flames sitting back there. Pick up on that on the half wall and able to get it out and get the full change. Down the left side. Puck picked up, sent back in the other way. 40 seconds to go here on the power play. McPherson into the feet. Murray back to McPherson. In behind Mills. That one bounces out friendly for the Flames. They get a shot on, but steered in behind. Duncan now. Duncan up the right side. She'll Get it into the blue line, does a little 360 move there. Loses it off the stick, and that'll be the end of the power play. So good PKing from the Flames here to start off this game. Stevenson tried to hustle that out. Brought in on the left side, a little pressure there. Worked in at the top of the zone, back down low for Stevenson. She'll pick it up. Back in for Waugh. In behind, Waugh picks it up. Over to the left side, trying to steer that ahead. Flames with their first sustained pressure here of the game. Doolin works it around to the left side wall. Trying to free that up. Flames maintain possession now, turned over the other way. Back for Waterhouse. Tries to pass that right off her teammate's skate though. Kimball turned over, now McNeil off to the races. Clear cut break, shot, scores! Gets the netminder moving. And the Wolves will go up in a poorly timed shift change there from the defense. Leave a wide open lane off the turnover. And just like that, it's 1-0. So after a good PK, the Wolves not able to score the power play, but then make good here. Puck now Richards. Played over to McPherson. Up the right wall. That one gets sent into the end boards. Try to steer that back in front. Off the boot. Now in the slot. Shot goes wide. Richards picks up. That one loosened off a skate. Spinning around. Back to McPherson. In behind, Thomas runs into the ref. There in the left side corner. Flames. In behind, McPherson. Backhand. Around the right side. Half wall. Picked up. Shot down, and that one easy call for the Lionies as it goes for icing 6 minutes in. Face off over to the right side as fresh legs out for both squads here as we're just getting into this matchup. Picked up. Kimball. Back over. Leading pass. Picked up now by Cook. Cook down the right side. Kimball trying to get that to her D partner. Nowhere to be found. Back the other way. Hustled after along the end boards. Stevenson, Kimball battle for it now. Picked up on the other side. Fanned on as Duncan looks for it. Battle there. Mills into the feet. Trying to touch that up ahead. Cook. Now Webster. In on the left side. Stevenson shot into the glove. Oh, and a whistle. That bounced straight out. So maybe a little quick on that one. But a minute off the clock there. Face off to the left. Flames from behind their own net. Trying to start the bus here. Gets down the right side. Lawrence. Worked in near the hash marks. Back in behind. Flames. Chip that over. Now grabbed, hits off the stick, spun around past Brussear. She'll chase after it. McNeil trying to put some pressure on, but Wolves will change, so some time for the Flames to work it out. But they turn it over at center, right back in. Flames up to Lawrence. Over the blue line. Picked up now by McNeil. Little dish off pass. Off the foot now. McPherson. Lawrence takes that and shoots that back in behind. DDD pass now from the Wolves' end. Trying to find Thomas. Feltmate helps break that up. Picked up, pushed to the sky. And sent down. Whistle goes. As face-off will be into the Wolves' end here. Worked in on the right side, Wolves. Pardon me. Into the end boards. Flames. Duncan gonna pick up, get that down low. Faking that through Pino. Shot, bouncing around. Chipped up the wall, back to Pino. Led ahead. There as that one will bounce down, and Flames will take the cover here at just about the halfway mark here in the first period. Puck dropped in, rebound, nice little chance there, and now bouncing puck over the net. Those Wolves almost have a 2-goal lead here. Cook led up ahead. That one's sent down and just gets icing. That was a close one there. We'll head back down the left side. A few more seconds off the clock on that play. Grab down low. Flames over to the left. Cook has it knocked away. Handed across. A little hustle play there. Trying to poke that through. Kimball now spins. Gets it to Cook. Now in behind. Bacure. Finding some open room on the right side. Gets it as far as center. Flames hand that back. Kimball. Over to the left. Waugh. Worked over. Now McNeil. Picked up. Over the blue line. Down the right side. Stepping in. Shot. Steered away. It was still loose there for a moment. Backhand into the feet. Up ahead now for the Flames. Over the blue line. Shot by Doulan. Now worked into the corner. Wolves grab it. Up the right side. Trying to lead past that. Sent in around the end boards, and that'll be the whistle as they mentioned the Hockey Fights Cancer, which is continuing into today. So it's a Hockey Fight Cancer weekend here for the Wolves. Yesterday wearing the pink jerseys, today as well. Puck dropped in behind. Stevenson. Along the right side wall, back and behind for Stevenson. Heads that over. Little shot. Chipped back and behind. Pino. Gets it over by Murray. Stevenson trying to stick with it over Murray. Back down into the end boards. 8:10 left to go here in the first. Flames spin that around. Down low, flipped up the boards. Waugh chases. Picks up. Back to Feltmate. Trying to spin that back in. Now turning on the Jets. Over the red line and the blue line. Into the end boards. Waugh jumps in on it again down the half wall. In behind. Puck kept in on the line. Cook grabs it. Back across. Flames kiss that off the glass nicely. Comes back down and icing waved off, so able to get some fresh legs out there. Wolves. Over to the right. Brought in over. Playing the body a little bit there down low. Cook in for the Flames. Trying to find the captain Folks, but instead it's turned over. Thomas taken away there in front. Trying to deke that one into a good spot. Now up the wall. Wolves play to themselves. Shot by McPherson, steered aside. In on the end boards. Flames. To the blue line. Shot. Ricochets off a foot. Back down low. Riding past Cook and in behind. Kimball. Gets pressure down low. Good job by the Wolves here, holding the zone the last couple minutes. Flames just desperate to get it out, but they're doing a lot of icing and such, which is allowing the Wolves to keep attacking. Flames in across the red line, worked into the board slightly. P now tries to poke at it as they get tangled up. Now picked up the other way. Flames into the foot, stopped. P now stops up, hard pass there to Murray. Tries to feed that through. Lead pass just misses Lawrence. And sent down for the icing. That one was another close one. Face off will come back inside the Flames end here. 5:29 to go in the first. Waugh. Turns that over Lawrence. Lawrence tries to get up with it. Shot goes wide. Picked up by Waugh down low. Half wall. In behind there. Boucher hands it up the right side. Lawrence. Immediately taken away though. Played back and behind off the one hop. Dulan now spins around to the half wall. Johnstone has that in a battle with McNeil on the boards. Freed up now, Flames. Stick handling to the right side, poked off the stick. McNeil hands that across. Wolves. Backhand near center. To the end wall. DDD pass again. 4:18 to go here in the first. Richards slaps that back in. Flames. Near the blue line. Flames. Up ahead, turned over McNeil. McNeil racing for it. McNeil can't get the shot off. She'll circle back over. Trying to get that down low. Worked into the wall. Flames now. Get as far as the red line. Turned over. Wolves looking for a lane. Murray. Murray starts to stick handle. That one's almost into the bench again. Saw that yesterday where the puck trickled in on the change. P now. Runs into a wall there, but puck's still free. Stevenson. Over there to the left. Down here in front. Puck worked off on the right side. Back around for Duncan. Duncan finds a slot. Slides it through. It'll be back for the Flames. 3 minutes to go here in the first. Over to Cook. Cook leads that ahead. Look at all those numbers back there for the Wolves, though, as Nelson tries to muscle that down the right side. Stevenson with it. Bounces. Pass the stick of Webster now. Flipped up the right side. Stevenson. Down along the half wall here now. Flames haven't had trouble getting that puck on net so far here through one. Lawrence spins that around right to Webster. Lawrence will try again. Hands that off. Dulan worked across. Now to the right side, Lawrence. Starting to move that down low. Stevenson. Back up past Webster. Johnstone. Pass back to Kimball. Pass just off the end of the stick of Smith. 1:43 to go here in the period. Right side, Flames. Starting to bob and weave through. Backhand gets as far as the blue line. Boucher. Down low, Johnstone picks it up. Johnstone in the corner. Going 3-on-2 there, needing a little bit of help. Spinning around, Smith can't get the shot off. Now, leading pass. Picked up by the Wolves. Quickly turned over. Kimball getting pressure by McNeil. She'll spin and fire. Down along the wall here. Now McNeil into a shin pad. Thomas. Final minute to play here in the first. Smith. Pressured all the way down the right side. She'll go down here now in a collision with McNeil. And the back ref calling that. So the ref that was staring at it keeps the arm down. And the one who was by the red line calls it a penalty. So that'll be interference here. And now to the power play for the Wolves. Sorry, for the Flames. Picked up. Chipped up the wall. Slow it up near the blue line. Little pressure knocked over there. Fished out the Flames. They'll grab it. Back to Feltmate. Shot into the glove there. Whistle goes on the right side. 21 seconds to go, so chance for a few more whacks at it before the end of this period. 1:36 in power play time. Feltmate jumps in on it. Feltmate down to the right corner. Hard pass back. Lines it up to the left side. Now looking for that angle. Shot on. Save made. Good little look there, though. Took the extra pass, and they were able to get the shot off, but covered well. Right side corner. Stevenson just going to hold that in. Veteran play there. And that'll take us to the end of one. So 1-0. Wolves after one. We are back here for the start of the second period between the Wolves and the Flames. As we continue on here. That puck fanned on. Now over to the right side. Picked up now, breakaway. Back the other way. Stevenson right off the draw. Oh, and Chatter beat, but loses it on the backhand. Stevenson got the netminder moving and had a couple feet of room there, but couldn't bury it. So a break there for the Flames early in this second period. Doulan. She'll circle around. Doulan. Up the left side. Worked into the end boards. And stop there, and whistle will go. 22 seconds left to go in that power play. So that was a PK breakaway there to start out too. Flames on the power play here. Now into the left side. And behind for McPherson. Off of her stick. Into the glove. Good defensive play there by Daggle. Worked back in over the line near the red line. Getting spun around. There's Duncan. Cook tries to hand that off. Murray spins it around over to Stevenson. Stevenson whacks at it. And icing called there. It's just missing the red line before entering. Face off on the left side here. Puck dropped in, and we'll try it again. Puck sent in again, picked up. So fresh legs coming out for both sides. A couple, I think D changed for the Flames, forward for the Wolves. Down low, Flames. Backhand out front, shot, scores! And a nice speed and finish there for the Flames. And they come right out here in the second period and tie this game up. So after a bit of a tough first period, not letting it get in their head, get right back out there and bury it. Folks will head off the captain. He's a part of that play. Puck dropped in, Wolves. Chipped up near the glass. Comes back down, McNeil into the feet. Trying to spin that back in around. Worked along the end boards. Flames. LeCure. Cuts that off. Thomas. Tries to put some pressure on down low. Wolves working the offensive zone here now. Freed up. Eason chases after it for the Flames. Eason running out of space on the half wall, but the puck still gets out. Sent down the right side now. Kimball. And past some skates. That one was close to too many, but it went right by for the icing. 17:25 left to go here in the second. Just a few minutes in. Puck worked out along the end boards. Murray gonna jump in. Gets that down along the end wall. Stick comes down kind of on the head there. Play it in behind. Wolves get to it there on the walls. Stevenson. Now Nelson. Nelson over to the right side. Brought in over the blue line. Sent in and covered up. 16:47 now. And we'll have the whistle. Shot on and save made. Nice job there on the side of the net as the Flames continue to push here early in the second. Face off to the left. Waterhouse shoots that in. Picked up down low. Waterhouse surveys again. Trying to feed that through. Backhand into the end boards. Wolves now looking over to Duncan. Dooland steps in. Shot. Rebound there in front. Dooland had about as clear cut of an opportunity as he can there down the left side. Solid stop in there. Waterhouse pinching in from the defensive end. Grabbed. Back to Waterhouse. Knocked through. Wolves. Lead pass just off the stick as they were trying to get a cheeky breakaway there. Down low for Murray. Murray. Backhand. In near center. Oh, and that one's sent into their own bench, trying to get that puck out. Gotta believe that one's going to be in the neutral zone. Yep, well, right there. A little chilly here today in the Evangeline. I'm sure a lot of the rinks currently, though, are chilly across the Maritimes. Play it down low. Pass, works it out. Wolves. Picked up. In around the end boards now. Slowed up near the blue line. Oh, a little bit of a knock there. We haven't seen too many penalties so far this game. Cook tries to corral. Sorry, Smith tries to corral that. Comes back down to the opposite wall. Now Mills. Shot loose in front. Still on it. Wolves. They blow the whistle. The puck, again, was not really covered there. I'd probably be a little frustrated if I was the Wolves on that one. Just gotta actually have that right angle. And bit of a lucky break there for the Flames. Face off to the right. Picked up. Back to Mills. Shot right off a shin pad. Mills from the corner. Down low, that gets sent into the corner again. Fished out of there. Dooland gets it taken away. They'll have to stop up and try again. Backhand, loose there on the corner. Back for Mills. Over to the right side, Stevenson. Pino. Shot high and wide, Flames. Slowed up there. Doolan. Back to Kimball. Hits the stick. Rolls over the blue line. Might try to sneak in a change there. And that'll whistle it down. Face off here in front. That one's won. Folks. Broken up as she tried to force that puck through. Cook helping as it's grabbed him behind the net. Back to the blue line. Shot through traffic. Sent on. Save made. Lots of whistles here to start the second. Other than that goal early, haven't seen too many chances. Puck dropped in. Up the left side, Duncan gets it back down low. Wolves looking for that pass. Trying to bounce it to Murray. Murray down the left. Drops that off. Wolves, clear-cut chance. Sent in, and now a little pushing and shoving. Face off to the right. In the end boards. That one hits a foot. Spinning and now tagging up. Down low, Waterhouse. Bolts. She'll pick it up. Trying to headman that up the right side. D-to-D pass, have to skate into it. Can't quite do so. Blacure tries for it again. Back and behind. Wolves retreat behind their own net. Up the wall, trying to get that pass off. Missing the mark. And goes for the icing. Puck now back over to the left side as we approach the halfway mark here in the period. Puck dropped in. Gonna hustle after that. Off a boot. Back the other way. Now looking for Thomas. On the other side. Sent down as they collide. Flames. Grabbed by Somers. Worked back in the other way. Feltmate chases. To the half wall, and just exits the zone there on the blue line. Return for Pino. Nice pass there to Stevenson. Stevenson dumps and chases with her line mates. Into the end boards. Trying to pick up on that. Wrapping it around, backhand, another whack at it. Puck still loose, and covered up. So the ref let him go in at that time, but somehow stays out, and a good save back there. Face off on the right side here. Down near the middle of the circle. It'll come back over. Fed back. Shot blocked. Time for that again. Worked in behind Mills. Pass Duncan. Murray picks it up. Chip play. Kimball. She'll stop up. Flips it up the wall. Flames. Survey. Get that to Doolan. Up ahead with it. Doolan now. Left side. Picked up, trying to find some space. Up ahead. In over the blue line. Shot by Thomas, stopped. Nelson and Thomas collided. A penalty there. I think that's going to be interference on the Flames. Nelson. Crowd not happy with that on the Flames side. As we are at the exact halfway point here in this game. 1-1 the score. So power play opportunity for the Wolves. Haven't seen a ton of power plays this game so far. So a good chance here. Murray. Oh, and fumbled on the blue line, exits. Leading play to the left side. Chopped on down. McPherson. Picks it up, gets it to Mills. Duncan now, trying for it. In behind, Mills. Wolves pick it up. Tipped by some feet. Slapper by Flames. In behind. Wolves now. Over to the right side, over the blue line. Thomas. Picked up, played across. Exits back to center. Here to Thomas. High in the sky. Back for the Wolves. Left side. Trying to steer that through. McNeil. Brought in over the blue. Near the end zone. Picked up Wolves. Trying to get that pass through. Misses Pino. Pino is in motion. Trying to get to the center there. Just missed it by a blade's length. Down here in front. Cook picks that up. Gets over. Played up to McNeil. Just misses the stick. Sent in around. Now handed off. Down the right side. Flames over to Cook. Flames now by Nelson. Nelson gets a good whack at it, but it was just too much on it. Ahead of the player. Picked up now. Flames into the right side. Fed back through. Doolan. Doolan over the blue line. Hands it off, right side, shot, rebound, steered out. Now picked off, and a chance the other way. Potential break. Shoots, scores! Murray, bar down. Holy. What a shot there. And her second snipe in as many days. And not many goalies in the league are going to be able to stop that one. Holy. Picks her spot, and color me impressed up here in the booth as was running out of time and space down the right side. Got the full shot off, and that thing was in the net in a hurry. So 2-1 as the Wolves regain their lead here with under 7 minutes to go in the second. Back in behind. Cook tries for it. McPherson picks it up instead. Lead pass. Oh man, that one could have been another chance going the other way. Icing waved off. Wolves get to it with plenty of time. Trying for that one on the corner. Swung back around. Pino. Into the end boards. Sent back and behind. Flames. No look pass, just going to work that around the boards. Picked up. Webster. Pulls that away. Grabbed, sent down. Oh. And it will get icing, so that was another close icing call. 5:38 left to go here in the second. Puck on the left side. Cut off here by Waterhouse. Player was hit offside there, Johnstone, but they're not going to call that. It was kind of shoved in by the Wolves player there. Waterhouse. Back down and behind. Johnstone gets to it. Feeds it back to the blue line. Now stepped up into Wolves. Get it. 2-on-1 potential. No, just going to pick up and shoot her in behind. Flames. Up the side with it. Look here. Back over for Waterhouse. Chips it to Johnstone. Waugh. Intercepted. Backhand. Pardon me. Covered up. 4:36 to go here now. Face off here to the left. Big shot up there. That falls into the glass. Worked in along the boards. Flames shoot. That one gloved. Crozier on top of it. As she had an early read on that one that worked out. Forward changes here for the Wolves. Puck picked up. One time for the point. Tipped. Didn't reach the net. Whacked at. Tagged up and into the end boards. Kimball. Gets it across. Back to the blue line. Kimball. Then around to the blue again. McPherson. Shot through traffic. That one ricocheted out. Trying for it again here. Oh, and a big collision there. A penalty will be coming. 3-on-1 the other way. Flames. Shoot. Falls in behind. It'll be tagged up by McPherson. And slashing the call. So at 3:37 to go. Power play chance. Now for the Flames. Puck dropped in. Flames back to the blue line. Gonna have to try again. Back. Hustled after. Feltmate. Feltmate spins, turns it over. Into the feet there. Now picked up by her teammate. Flames. Back to Feltmate. Right side. Feltmate holds in on the blue line. Shoots that back in behind. Minute 21 to go on the power play. 3 minutes in the period. Daggle had to play that down, but it's sent the other way. Wolves able to change. Leading play. Blecher slows it up. In behind. Caught up too. Picked up on the turnover. Shot doesn't make it through. Nice job getting down for the block there by Daggle. That was a big one. His short-handed look there from being tight. Douland down the left side. Douland it right into the shin pad. Plays the body on wall a bit. Backhand trying to find some open space. Couldn't get it through. Shot by Waterhouse. Fanned on. Up in the air, and that one will kiss the mesh for the whistle. 21 seconds to go here. Puck hits the stick there. Boucher. Over here to the right, Flames. Get that pass off. Start to work that out. Shot into the glove. Now with 96 seconds to go in the period, the penalty over, and just a little bit remaining here in the second. Winding down here in the regular season for the U18 females. Puck. Shot back around. Daggle. Back up the side. Trying to get that pass through. Douland in over the blue line. Shot steered away. Puck up on its side. That one's going to go in. Kimbrell. Minute to play here in the second. Down low, Wolves. Shot there in front. Another chance there. Thomas shoots, and a big shot goes wide. Oh, and it's loose again in front as the Wolves getting close here near the end of the period. Back over. Trying to get that up the wall. Sent into the end boards. 36 seconds. Daggle. Back to Pino. Spins that around. Cook. 12 seconds to go. Running out of time here, at least in this period. Mills worked along the boards. Grabbed and sent up. So end of 2, 2-1 Wolves. Back for the third shortly. Hello, everybody. Welcome back here to third period action in our second game of the weekend between the Flames and the Wolves. 2-1 lead here for the Wolves with 20 minutes on the clock. In a big third period here. Two close games this weekend in Evangeline. That puck down the right side. Wolves take that. Didn't quite get the shot off from the left side. Back in along the end boards. Hard fought puck there as it wraps around the half wall. Webster tries for it. Picked up. Sent back in behind. Flames able to bring that up ahead. Daigle. Sent down into the end boards. Wolves. McPherson. Over to Richards. Lead play. Knocked away again. Duncan. Duncan shoots into his skate. And offside, the call there is some passionate fans once again here. Let it be known their thoughts on that latest play. Face off here in the neutral zone. Puck dropped in. Richards. Over to Duncan. McPherson gets it into a foot there for the Flames and try to get back through. Duncan, she'll start to move with it. Shot into the skates. Back to McPherson. Steered up ahead. Chance Wolves. Shot in there by Murray. Looking for a second of the game. Was pretty close in tight there and save made. Face off here to the left. That puck gets along the end boards. Trying to pick up on it. Wolves. Getting pressured. Comes out to McNeil. Pokes. Flames. Pass over. Here to Somers. Somers shot into the glove there. So whistle back the other way. 2 minutes in. So first face-off in the Wolves' end for this period. Flames pick that up on the right side. Back to Feltmate. Feltmate. Down low. Whoa, and player knocked down there. Both arms go up. So that'll be a penalty against the Wolves there. And to the power play here for the Flames. Bacure handoff. So great chance here early into the third to try to wipe out that leading goal. Puck dropped in. So if that one was a 4-minute penalty. Oh, and now immediately a hooking call. So short-lived power play there. Back the other way. Just 4 seconds into the 4-minute penalty. And it'll head back into the other end. So 2 minutes, 2 full minutes of 4-on-4 here. Puck dropped in, kissed off the glass. Try to pick up on it. 1-on-1 back the other way. Looking for a lane. Flames shoot high and wide. Feltmate hands that off, but it goes through the legs of her D partner Now caught up to P now. Has to get rid of that. Can't do it cleanly. Flames able to hold his own. Down on the left side. Now Wolves. Back in behind. Feltmate waits for the tag up. Here come the Wolves here now. Finding a lane on the left. Webster. 4-on-4, so lots of room out there. Flames, Lawrence. Lawrence gets pressure by 3 Wolves players down to the right corner. Pushed up ahead. Gouchier. She'll play it in. In around for Murray. Murray slows it up from the corner. She'll turn on the Jets, try to move, turns it over, back the other way, Flame, shoot, save made. A tough turnover there. Crozier up to the task, over the blue line on the right side. Dropped back in behind, Flames. Pass gets tipped by Pino. Trying to connect on the leading pass there. Instead it'll get back in the zone. Feltmate. Pass to. Caught up to. Pino gets to it first now in her own end. Picked up on the other side. Duncan. Ooh, and shoots that up ahead. Thought maybe she would send Stevenson for the break. Just kind of had to chip that one ahead, and she could have skated right into that. So maybe a bit of a mental error there by Duncan, because it was a 2-on-1 forming, and she shot it from the red line for the cover. 1:56, so power play, or 4-on-4 done. Now it'll be a power play for the Flames for a full 2. Another chance to tie up this game. Feltmate played it across. Poked that and worked right back in. Nice job by McNeil doing some heavy lifting on the PK to start. Oh, and another penalty. Head contact on Feltmate. So 3 penalties in quick succession here to start the third. Face off to the left. Puck dropped in. That one comes back down for McNeil. McPherson trying for it. McPherson. Up to Thomas. To McNeil. Slap back in. Puck turns up on its side. So if the 4-on-4 will continue as that one rolls in. McPherson now. Trying to find a lane. Dulan collides at the blue line. McNeil tries to be cheeky with it, but gets cut off. Now Flames try to set up and work the other way. Pretty even numbers back the other way though. Lawrence still gets a pass off. Shot. Rebound. Save me. Crozier with a great pad stop. Back to Kimball. And she'll fall. Now a chance the other way potentially, but it's over skated by Thomas. That was a clear-cut breakaway if she could have gotten it off. Lawrence. Dulan. Shot. Not going to make it through. Right side corner. Chop that again. Stevenson. Puck goes high over the head. Puck worked back down low on the left side. Over the head. Down into the right. Across the line. Backhand. Steered aside. Murray. Down low. Spinning on it again. Back to the blue line. Stopped. Oh. 5-on-5 returns here. Shot. Sharp angle. Wolves with a great look there. Flames now. Duncan takes her opponent down there. No penalty. Wolves now with heavy numbers. Got to get the pass across. They do. Backhand. Whistle goes. Puck dropped in. Gets as far as center. Trying to work that back around. Oh, and a hit there on Thomas. She got whipped around there, but looks to be okay. Back over to Waugh. Picked up Waugh. In from the end boards. That one makes it back over now. Down the left side. Whistle goes. As we approach the halfway mark and the final portion of this game, potentially, of course. Puck picked up. Over to the right side. It's grabbed on the red line. Shut down, slowed up. From the corner, Richards. Now back through. Stevenson looking for it. Stevenson hits it to herself. Stevenson, shoot! What a save there! Trying to go 5-hole. Great stop. Picked up down here in front. Over to the left side. Wolves. Collision there. Flies into the end boards. Now Flames survey by Waugh. In over the line. Shot. Shin pad. Up here to the left now, Murray. Murray finds a lane. Murray over the blue line. Down to the end boards. Little chip play. Back to Waugh. Flames. Looking for a lane. Flames shoot. Off the skate. Back to McNeil. McNeil has the pass on the right. Nice job there to Thomas. Thomas in over the line. Tries to get that in front. Intercepted as we are officially into the back half of this third period. McPherson. Down the right. Poking at it. Flames. Survey. Into the feet. Brought back around McNeil. McNeil poked. Kimball. Thomas jumps in on that. Kicks it in herself. Offside was a close one there. Cook. Into the end boards. Wolves. Fire that one up the left side. Webster. Cut off. Flames. Doolan loses it. Backhand. Stopped up. Grabbed over to Webster again. Lawrence trying to spin out of it. Nelson. And around for Mills. Up the wall. Chop that. Crozier tries to slow it down. Can't quite do so. A few more minutes off the clock here. Mills. Duncan. Cut off, and now big lane here opening up. Waugh. Played across. Stevenson. Over to the right. Played through to Stevenson. Poked at it. Freed up Sommers. Over to the left. Flames. Past the stick there of Johnstone. Stevenson now trying to find a lane herself. Just off of her stick and in behind. Duncan slows it up. Defender for the Wolves. Rebound there in front now and into the mesh. We get a whistle after a longer sequence without one. Talking behind. Chipped up Wolves. Play that into the end wall. Thomas in front. McNeil. McNeil backhand stopped. Little chip play. Hits the end again. Thomas shot. That went in front. And puck was rolling down the side, but he got enough of it for the cover. Inside 7 minutes now. So the Flames will be headed back to St. John after this. I will be heading back to Halifax. We were hoping to avoid as much snow as possible, knock on wood. You know how it goes here with these January, February weekends with the hockey. You're just trying to get the games played, trying to cancel too many. Shot, tips and a chance there as it got swept around. And between us, I believe we were initially slated to stream 40 games this weekend, and I think 5 got canceled. So we've made it to this point. Happy to be able to bring both of these to you today, or this weekend. 6:22 left to go in the third. The whole kicker about this time of year, too, is when are you going to make up that game? We're running out of weeks pretty quickly here, especially this female league and the male U18 league. That one fed up to Richards. Richards works that in behind. Flames. Up to Duncan. Chop that. Nice play there by Murray. Gets it to Stevenson. Back to Duncan. Duncan looking for a lane. Shoots. Scores! And Duncan completes a beauty play by this forward line for the Wolves. 3 great passes in succession, and that has the Wolves up to 5:46 to go. Pardon me. Back to center. Mills. Picks that up and just offside over the blue line. 5:34. puck. Picked up and down the right side. Time for that to jam in on the corner. Nice save in front as the Flames come back with a good opportunity. Trying to get this one between one, and now penalty coming against the Flames, holding to the box. So now with 5:07 to go, 2-minute penalty there. Puck across. Wolves shoot. Rebound. That one blows up off the stick into the end boards. Wolves back to Richards. Right side. Shot kicked away. Waugh. Backing around for Nelson. Richards shoots. Tipped, just misses wide on the right. Richards trying to steer it in front. Picked up again. D to D. 1:14 to go. That is another nice tip and save made. Shot in there now. Stopped. Minute gone on the power play. Puck on the left side. Folks picks it up, gets it by. That will be sent into the end boards. Crozier spins that around. 50 seconds to go on the power play. Near the shin pad. Flames. Airmail that one. McNeil gonna grab. Wolves. Played over. Pass the stick to McPherson. Bounces all the way through though. Grabbed. Over to Thomas. Thomas puts down the left side. Hustled after. Back to McPherson. Jumps her stick. 6 seconds to go on the power play, so back to even strength here for the final 3 minutes. 2-goal lead. Flames try to work that back the other way. Chop that. Over to Webster. Webster across the blue line. Webster left side. And around by Pino. Down low, Flames. Knocked down, Flames again. Up ahead. Somers played it to the left side. Cook will just be able to slow it down, not get the shot off there. Worked around the end boards. Caught up to Wolves. Sticking with it. Thomas tries to bring it in. Well offside. Thought so, actually. Guess it must have kept it in on the line. Waterhouse was down low. Net empty. 2 minutes to go. Thomas sends it into the bench. Faced off here on the right side. 1:54 to go. Puck dropped in. Wolves make the smart play, just decide to move that down. Well, actually, I don't know if that's smart as the net is empty. My mistake there, net empty. Over to Lawrence. Up ahead, Flames. Fan on it, Dooland. Getting all sorts of shin pads there in front. 90 seconds now. Poked at. Trying to push that through. Up ahead, Flames. Worked in low for Richards. Up the left side to the blue line. Shot stopped in front. Looking to pick up on it. Kept in somehow. Minute to go. And whistle. No arms went up. So offside must have been just by a hair. Puck down the left. 50 seconds. 53 seconds to be exact. 2-goal deficit. Wolves just looking to hang on and split this weekend series. Backhand comes through and a big play there. That one ricochets back to Waterhouse. Overskated. Oh no, valuable seconds killed off the clock there. Back out in front, McNeil shoots. Played to the corner. 23 seconds, and it looks like the Wolves will close in and get the second match here with a strong game start to finish and a good way to bounce back after last night. As whistle there with 8 seconds to go. Puck picked up at center, and that will do it. So a 3-1 win for the Wolves, and they split the weekend series with the Flames. 2 great